Hey there, aspiring guitarists. This is a guitar talk. That's where we pick a topic and we don't necessarily show you an instructional thing. But what I want to talk about today are negative guitars you may encounter. Um, I think you should avoid them like the plague. I'm not saying not to listen to them. They may actually tell you something that will challenge you, and that's a good thing. I don't consider a challenge negativity. I consider a challenge presented to you in a demeaning way as negativity. And, I don't know what your personality is, everybody's different. Um, I'm usually one of these, I just am, that if you uh, throw a rock at me, I'm gonna uh, launch a nuke back at you. And I'm not saying that's right, that's not wrong. I'm very big on respect, but I don't think that's one sided. To get respect, earn respect. That's my philosophy. So you have heard me. If you've watched my channel and you've seen, I've even had videos about uh, jerks. People that are always, yeah, just avoid them like the plague. That's my advice. They may be somebody you can't avoid. They may be a relative. They could be your spouse. Who knows? But I have had, matter of fact, when I first started the channel, I made it very clear what I was trying to do. That I don't teach guitar lessons. I'm not here, that if I do a review of a guitar, it is not going to be as good as Chris and Cooper at Alamo Music. I'm simply showing you a guitar that in my journey, and you've watched me buy and trade in a lot of guitars because of my shoulder osteoarthritis, because of my Dupuytren contracture. That took me a long time to go from barely being able to put my hand on a table. Now I can do it straight. Now I can straighten out my hands. So I've on more than one occasion had a guitarist or two in the comments. And I played with that too. I used to restrict all comments. I don't anymore. I don't have time for that. If you're attacking other people, I'll delete the comments. You don't get a second chance. I don't care. You want to unsubscribe. Go off somewhere else. Start your own channel. I don't care. I'm doing this to try to help people. Do I make some money? The mere fact that my channel is monetized makes a modest amount of money. I showed y'all the first check I ever got from YouTube for almost a year was $160 something. This is, what did I do? I think I bought a ukulele for my grandchild with it. So, and I do file my YouTube earnings with the IRS, even though they're modest, and I do this to help. But YouTube pays you according to how many subscribers, how many clicks you get, things of that nature. The thanks on my channel that has never ever been used by anyone ever in almost 2 years, and that is fine. I don't go around asking for it. I don't even usually say hit like and subscribe. I feel like when I'm helping somebody that I give back. I've been playing guitar since I was 12 years old. I started teaching guitar to my fellow football teammates when I was 15 years old. Y'all know my story, this, that, and other, but periodically I'm finally there. Somebody always wants to say, man, you need to prove you can play. No, I don't. Period. I don't do auditions anymore. Now I'm going to tell you something. I had somebody come on the other day, and I did. I went and looked, clicked on their name. They had their own channel with subscribers, and they kept on and kept on and kept on about, show me a video. No. Go away. Go talk crap about me. I don't care. And the reason I did this video is not to get back at that person. It's to let you know that is another type of person that can greatly hinder your guitar journey. My channel just got renamed not too long ago. I even talked to y'all about it. It was just Bama Guitar. Well, that's still my @ symbol, how you get to my channel, but it's retired and playing guitar. I say in the description, which you can go to my channel and click on the about and see that I try to give beginner and people returning to guitar tips to help you get past frustrating points. And then they pushed on again about, well, show me a video. No, I'm not going to go dig. I'm not going to do any of that. Let me tell you what I did. I started to do the get back at you. I'm not. Somewhere in my house, even though my wife and I even moved into the house we're in, to seriously scale down stuff. Y'all watch me scale down my guitar collection from 148 guitars down to 30. Somewhere in my house is this album that I cut with a gospel group when I was 17 years old. Now, the guy down here in the corner with the leisure suit, and you're not going to be able to see this, that's me with the rest of our gospel group. My Ibanez Black Beauty is laying in the floor with other instruments. But yeah, we were good enough that, we actually cut an album. It actually sold some and helped pay for some things the group did. So what? I mean, I have never tried to claim I'm a great guitarist ever. And I'm not going to, and I ain't auditioning for anybody. And unless you're going to play a gig for some place or trying to get into a band that plays, you don't have to audition either. It's different now. Big caveat. If somebody says, hey, can you play us a song? I don't consider that an affront on my skills. They're genuinely asking if, I can play a song. And I've talked about that. Play songs. The most recorded video, the most liked video still to this day that I ever did was about an acronym, PASSED. Play a simple song every day. And I still teach that. I don't teach it. It's an effective learning tool. I try to do things like show you chord transitions, how to notice fingers that stay put, how to deal with rhythm, how to deal with things like that. But I ain't auditioning. I don't care what you want. I know that seems in your face. Well, it is. This is my channel. I do it to help. I don't need the praise. I don't. This may seem like nothing but negativity out of me, but I'm not going to tolerate this. And what I made up my mind, the next time somebody does that, I try to reply to all comments. I want people to know I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you taking the time to comment. I'm not auditioning for anybody, and I'm not putting up. And I tried to explain to the person. I think I used, I don't remember what it was. It was either Imagine by John Lennon or My Sweet Lord or something. And you can't even, without lawyers, from what I see, you can't even show 3 chords of a song how to make a transition without YouTube jumping on you for a copyright violation. And then what little money you make, goes and gets shared to the audience. When you're just showing how to make a chord transition and you mention a song, to me that's not a copyright violation. That's fair use. But you know what? I don't make the rules, and I don't have the money that some high-end music channels on YouTube have to fight that. And I'm not gonna. So I don't do covers. If you go to my description, it doesn't say a darn word about doing covers. It says what I just got through saying, that I'm trying to help. So I'm not gonna do this again. The next person that does that, I'm gonna delete it. I'm gonna block you from the channel. You're blocked. I don't, go do your own. I even said before I blocked this person, I initially responded and I was like, this person appears to have a channel and subscribers, and I encourage you to take advantage of all the content creators that can help you in your guitar journey. And I do. If you look on my channel page and you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see I've got tons of content creators. Ricky Kaminsky, Dan Lopez, Justin Guitar, True Fire. That I don't care if you have more subscribers than me. I care that you have a pleasant guitar journey. Watch out for people trying to embarrass you in front of other people. And I'm not even saying that's what the person was trying to do. I don't know what they were trying to do, and I don't care. I don't care. I have defined what I'm doing on here. It's to try to help people. If you don't get any help from what I do, don't waste your time with me. I mean, don't. But on your guitar journey, people that are trying to embarrass you, you didn't play that right. There are unbelievable different ways to play a song. In fact, I have seen major artists that give thanks to someone for playing their song differently, that took off better than they did. Sadly, there are people in the world that will attack anything you do. And I'm never a fan of elevating oneself at the expense of someone else. So, thank you for being a subscriber. I hope what I do helps. If it doesn't, by all means, take what you need, leave the rest, or leave me behind. I mean, that's the whole idea of my channel is to help people have a blessed guitar journey, to let them not be influenced by the naysayers. I have seen more naysayers kill a guitar journey. I mean, starting guitar back up or beginner guitar, that can be scary to some people. They don't want to be embarrassed. They don't want to. And I still say, go find groups that allow you to play. Be soft in your strumming until you get a lay of the field. Find out in advance what's expected for you showing up. Do you need to bring chairs? What kind of music, what genre are they playing? What do they expect out of you? Things like that. But I still say playing with other people will help you to play better. Be careful when you get around. They're all over the world. They always have been. There are always going to be people that will try to beat you down. I hope you deal with that in a good, kind manner that keeps yourself elevated and others. So thanks for listening. I hope you have a great guitar journey. And like I always say, and I really do mean it, happy picking.